Hello. Oh my gosh, it's dark like that. It's not really even that dark, but it looks dark. So what I'm gonna have to do? Oh, I did not want to turn on this bright light. Lord Jesus, I didn't. But I'm gonna have to do it so you guys can see me. Hello. Okay. Wow. I wish there was another way. Hold on, let me see. Hold on. Let me fix this. Maybe that'll work. Okay. All right. Hello. Yeah, I got two screens, y'all, so bear with me. And I'm recording these things for my family. Okay. All right. So, hello, Sawadee-ka. I am coming to you guys from Thailand. I'll be looking at two screens because I'm on two different live streams. Um, I am in Thailand, a rural area between Chiang Mai and Pai. And so this has been the completion of all the types of areas that you can live in Thailand. And I've been to many. And so this is probably the most rural that I've been to. Not to say that it's the most rural, you know, um, overall. Say, hey, Winnie. Um, but this is the most rural that I've been to. Let's see, I got questions over here. Hello, Sawadee Ka. Like I said, I'm in Thailand. We'll just say Chiang Mai because it's not too far. Um, and I'll be off to my next country soon. And I'll let you know. I want y'all to guess where y'all think that's going to be. So that's a conversation that we can have. So I want y'all to guess because I don't say where I'm going for safety as well as I'm just more a private person and I have that right to, not say where I'm going. Um, but I want to talk about a couple of things because a lot of people have asked me about my, while I've been here, they've asked me different questions. So I've got a couple of things that I'm going to talk about. I'm trying to find my notes. Hold on. So okay, I had somebody ask me what it's really like living in Asia. Now, I had a question about that question because I'm like, well, what is technically living? Because I am a travel content creator, right? So that means that I'm considering myself traveling. But then I had to ask myself, what's the difference between traveling and living? So is there a certain day? I guess that would depend on the person. For me, it seems like maybe 30 days is more like living. I think it's more than vacation when you do it for 30 days because at that point, you've got bills at your home that are due, maybe. You have whatever expenses, that are where you usually live, you have that. So you're paying for two locations or whatever you're doing. It becomes a little more than traveling after, to me, for me, after 30 days. Because I'm like, okay, well, I still take care of all my bills at home. So for me, I'm like, well, I mean, not financially take care of them, but I am actually the manager of my husband's company. So I have to actually pay the vendors, I have to do the payroll, I still work. So for me, it was about 30 days traveling that it wasn't just traveling anymore because you got to see I'm doing my job that I was doing at home and I'm doing content creation. So as a travel content creator, so really I added a lot of work. So you still got to get your rest. I mean, this is work. I know a lot of people don't see that, the life of a content creator as work, but it actually is work. Um, so you have to organize your day, meaning, yeah, I have fun. I get to choose what I do. I mean, if I want to go to the mall, I go to the mall. If I want to go to the Louis Vuitton store, I go to, and I don't buy nothing because, I had to get away from that mass consumer lifestyle. But so I don't buy anything, but it's still, I have to organize my day. With that being said, it is not traveling anymore for me. It is living, because I still have the same issues that I had, but I'm in a different location. And I can't address it the same way that I would if I was there, because I can't really be objective, if that makes sense. So just keeping it real. I can't be objective and say, I know what happened because I'm here, right? So, with that being said, it's challenging. It is challenging, and I'm just gonna keep it real. I love it. I absolutely love it, but there's a guilt that comes with travel living. Okay, when you're travel living, I don't even know if that's a word. I might have just invented something, but when you're travel living, it can really you can feel guilt because of the beautiful things that you see. And that's just keeping it real. I see some things that are absolutely breathtaking, that lets you know that there is a God. I mean, it has to be, to see these things. And when you can't share them with people that you love, it's almost like a pain that I can't describe, because it's a beautiful thing, but it's a pain also. Does that make sense? I don't know. So that's the traveler's guilt, I think. I feel like I want to share this with my parents, my mom and my stepdad, Daddy-O. He just turned 90. My mom is going to be 80 soon. So, they're in their golden years, and so I see things all the time that reminds me of my family. I see people that look like my relatives, and I'm like, it's amazing. And so when you are travel living, I'm saying that to be like for long periods, maybe 6 weeks or more, then you're living. You're doing laundry or having someone do laundry for you. You're um, buying groceries, you're cooking, you're paying bills online, you're managing your bank accounts, you are living, but you're traveling. And in addition to that, I have to go by an itinerary. I am also doing volunteer efforts because I'm an artist, and I'm doing murals for a private school. The children are helping me. I'm so excited about that. So I have a lot of things that I'm needed for. It's not just traveling because I have a purpose. So with the purpose, you've got to be mentally prepared for that, because you're giving yourself your time, your talent to help others. And so that is another aspect where it kind of adds to the quality of my life. It does. I mean, to be able to give back with my talent of art, do a mural that's going to probably be up forever, and maybe they'll just touch it up over the years, to a private school in a different country. And the children are going to help me. Who is that the blessing for? That's the blessing for everybody. Me, them, the people that look at it. Art is is personal, but it is universal because people interpret your art for them. So I don't know who's going to be looking at these murals that I'll be creating. So that even has me excited. But it's like everything in life is like a give and take. You get so much joy and pleasure out of travel living. And people think it's just so beautiful. Yeah, I have fun all the time. I get to look at beautiful things, but you don't get to share it all with the people that you want to. If I had it blow up my channel, blow up my channel like you do other people that and let me benefit financially more off of social media, and I could travel with my family. I'm telling you, I love my family because my family is beautiful and diverse. I have literally every color in the rainbow in my family. Literally. I mean, from European, full bred to Nigerian, okay? No, Dravidian. How about that? That's even darker. So, and my great grandmother's from here, from Thailand. So I have that in my blood. And I literally, genuinely can say that it has really never been anywhere that I went that I didn't see somebody like from my family or that was from that part of the world. So, with that being said, it has really kind of made it my calling. My ancestry, where I'm sitting right now in Thailand, my ancestry is my great grandmother was from a Afro Thai indigenous community here in Thailand. Okay, part of the Minic people. They were indigenous people, or still are. Okay, that is a nomad. I've always wondered in my life why I always wanted to explore and travel and see things that I've never seen, not believe what I was told on the media or television, and see it for myself. Because the way Thailand was described to me by my father, who came here when he was 12 years old in 1945, was not like it is today. So that leads me to believe that either I was misled in my beliefs or I didn't, or it's changed over the years. I think it's probably a little bit of both. Okay. I think it's probably that I was misled in my beliefs and it has changed tremendously because it has grown in that amount of time. But it lets me know that you cannot go by what people say. You have to see for yourself and you have to hear for yourself and you have to be open-minded, even if you have to sacrifice. Even if you have to sacrifice. And that is what I've learned. I've had to sacrifice being with my family all the time. Yeah, I always have my family here. My family lives here. Okay. I have Thai people in my family. But I just met these people, even though I feel like I will never not know them again. They'll always be a part of my life. I didn't know anybody here when I came. I came with the family that I came with, but not, and I'll have my family here along the journey with me, but still along the journey, there's places I got to go by myself because I'm volunteering. I'm doing my thing, and that's not always my family's thing. So there's a sacrifice. Not being with your family all the time. So you see things that I go to Icon Siam Mall, one of the most beautiful malls, I believe, in the world. And my mother, who loves to shop, I think of her And I'm like, oh my God, I want to share this with my mom because I know that she loves malls. You know, I see pieces of my family and I'm like, oh, I'm going hard on social media. I'm gonna do what I gotta do, invest the time, sacrifice, because I'm sacrificing this for a reason. This is for my family, all of my family, all over the world. You know what I mean? The ones that's in Europe, the ones that's in Africa, the ones that's here in Thailand. This is for all my family. So I can get to see everybody. But you know what? My next journey is going to be a couple's journey with my husband when we go places, whether it be in America or wherever. I've learned that long term travel or travel living, as I'm calling it, is a big sacrifice. And although I'm up for it for sure, but it's hard to see beautiful stuff and you can't share it with nobody. It's hard to pay $500 a month to live, and when you over in America, you paying $2,500 a month. It's hard. It's hard because it's like, dang, if my people, I could bring my people here, they have a different opportunity, especially if they like nomads. It's hard to learn about yourself. Learning that my people was nomads. They move every 90 days. The people that my grandmother are from, the Afro Thai community, Manics, they are nomads. So now I realize why I have always wanted to move and wanted to run. And it was always in my soul. And to find that out when I get to Thailand about my people, and there's so many indigenous communities over here. The Long Neck community, the Long Neck village, they put the rings around their neck. They are indigenous. Those people don't have no driver's license. They don't have no passport. They don't even have their name registered. Nobody knows about that. This is what I'm trying to tell you. In America, we don't know. There are indigenous people staying here in the city that I am in right now in Thailand that are off the grid. So this is what I'm from. This has shown me why I am the only one of my mother's children that have wanted to always go, always wanted to drift, always wanted to do something different, always wanted to try a new job or try a new skill or become a permanent makeup artist, work for the archdiocese, work sell funeral plots, design mausoleums, um, be an artist, um, have an ice cream truck, be an algebra teacher, be an art teacher, volunteer all the time, create programs, do program development, be an office manager for a church, be an accountant for the phone company. This is why I have had 4 4-year jobs, 3 3-year jobs, several 2-year jobs, and several 1-year jobs, because I am a nomad in my blood from my great grandmother. And it has helped me to understand myself. It has. I had to come to a country far from home to learn about Bootsie. That's the real. And I love it. It's it's strange, it's tough, but it's liberating all in one. It's hard, it's beautiful, but it's reality. It's like, wow, you can't play These freckles come from your Irish granddaddy, and this hair come from your Nigerian whoever, and maybe my color might come from my European side or my Thai side, whatever. It's a piece of me, and it is explained, and I love it. I love it. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with the way God made me. I've always been taller. And then here in Thailand, wow, I'm reminded. I mean, well, at my tallest height, I was 5'10". For a woman, that's pretty tall, I guess. I might be 5'9" now because I'm older, because my niece is 5'10", Sydney. And she looked a little taller than me. I was like, well, I used to be 5'10". But my hair made me the same height as her. So, but anyway, so yeah. But I noticed those things, and I'm like, wow. I used to always be called Chingy. My eyes was Chingy. Hey, Fairy Fresh. Um, so my eyes is Chingy. Always been, what you mix with everything, everything. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. It's all right, you know. And it's all right for me to be mostly black, you know. God bless you. How are you? Thank you for joining my live. I appreciate it. I'm actually on another live on two platforms, and so I'm going to be doing this every day, at least an hour. I want to do it twice a day for 2 hours, but I couldn't commit to that because I was exhausted last night because my hours are all messed up. Right now it is 5:18 a.m. The sun is about to come out here in Thailand, but I've been up since about 2 because I'm kind of like wanting to be up for my family. So I'm doing these recordings so that I can tape the lives for my family so that they can see them um, in the US. So keeping that connection. So I'm going to do these every day so I can update you of my day of anything new that is going on. And I keep notes. So I try to be organized. I don't ever run out of things to say. So this live thing should be pretty easy to me. Oh, 5:15. Yeah, it's 5:15 a.m. So I think I'm about most people in the US, I'm about 12 hours difference, 10 to 12 hours for sure. Yeah. But I am loving it. I am just, loving not having to worry about money. That's a blessing. I have my budget and I'm pretty much a stickler for it. And actually, I'm realizing, depending on where I'm going to be at that time that I use my budget, some months I might not use much of it. So my budget is $1,500 a month. And I have flexibility with that for sure. But that's what I try to adhere to. And like some months, like when I'm volunteering, I don't have to worry about, say, my meals, for instance, or my accommodations. So, of course, then I won't have to spend my monthly budget for room and board. So that will help my budget overall. So there are times where I won't use my budget, but what I do is I volunteer the rest. So I'm a community builder with Kingdom Nomads. And so as I'm going to these places, I'm building community and I'm seeing people that need help along the way. So whether and I'm very discreet about who I give to because it's up to them to tell their story. But I can tell in hypotheticals, like it might be, for instance, I helped someone that needed to get home that was here in Thailand, and they were expat, and they didn't, I guess, misuse their budget, or maybe didn't see that they needed more than they did, and they had to get back home. So I was able to help them through Kingdom Nomads to get their ticket to go back home. And so it's things like that that really just are a blessing. It was a person that I know that drives for a living, and they needed a repair for their car, and they actually were a Thai person, just to let you put that in perspective. And it was I would say not that expensive. From the prices in the U.S. are astronomical compared to the prices here. Like for repairs and cars, you can get a new car here for $5,000. I think you can get a new car, or maybe a motorbike, but a car for sure you can get for $15,000, brand new, and it's got all the bells and whistles. Because my Airbnb host at the place I'm staying at now, he has a beautiful brand new car, and he only paid $17,000. And his is nice, so I know you can get one for way less than that. But the repairs are not as much. So when he told me, I asked him, I inquired. This wasn't like he was asking me for anything. It was all genuine, and so I was able to bless him with so he could get that repair. So it's been things like that God has showed me that this is my purpose, and I was sent to do those. It really feels good to be able to do something for someone for nothing, for no attention, for no recognition, for no other reason, but just because. And you get to be the author of what you do. It's truly like so cool. So when I get to those, and I get that traveler's depression, and I feel like, gosh, I miss my family. I think about those, like God has me here for a reason, because the people that I helped are here or wherever I'm going, and whether it's volunteering for a school and doing a mural and helping a school with an art project, or helping children learn English, or whatever it is that I'm doing along the way on this journey, I know that it's purposeful and it's what I'm supposed to be doing at that time. And that's cool. So yeah. But I said I was gonna do an hour a day, so we got 30 minutes. So let me see what else. Minimalist living abroad. That's a good one. So for those of you that don't know, I transitioned my whole life for this trip, and just because it needed it. I was striving to become more of a minimalist. And when I say that, I mean because I used to be a mass consumer, okay? I used to buy everything. I just gave away most of my worldly possessions, and it was bins and bins of stuff, just stuff. And I realized I need all that. I was like, why do you have all of this stuff? I mean, literally, I'm an artist, so I got paint, I got paint pens, I do shoes, like I used to put the rhinestones on the shoes. I have so many hobbies. I'm a permanent makeup artist, so I do permanent makeup, brows, I do fine line tattoos, you name it, murals. I'm an artist. I love to draw. I did a real beautiful portrait. Go look on Out of Space, Space Baby, my nephew. I did a portrait for him and sent it to him. It's a 3D, so it got the hair and everything. So I love to do stuff. The point of me saying that is that I got a lot of stuff because I got a lot of hobbies, okay? So I had probably 10 bins of just art stuff, canvases, and paint, and brushes. And I just said, I'd rather paint around the world, get the supplies that I need for that project, and leave it with the people. I do not need to have a whole bunch of. I just wanted to free myself of stuff. And that was one of the hardest things for me to do, was to free myself of stuff and things. But I did it. And when I say I'm proud, that it took me years to cut down on my spending. It was a mindset. Like I would go into a store like Family Dollar and stuff, and I would just get stuff. And I started to train myself to only get things that I could consume or that I had immediate need for. So, say I went to the store, I would just don't buy in bulk no more. That's like the biggest scam. So, I stopped buying like a whole bunch of stuff. And I said, if I'm going to the grocery store, I'm just going to get a bag of stuff. That's all I can eat in the next couple of days. Plus, I really worked on my health. Working on my health spoke. I've lost weight, and been healthier. And so that's been a transition over many years, intermittent fasting. And now we're here. This has been since 2018. I've lost 120 pounds. Very proud of myself. It was a slow change of pace because I'm usually an immediate gratification. So that's even changed for me, is that I learned to change my lifestyle instead of wanting something right away. So the minimalist journey has been it's been a learning curve for me, but it's been something I'm very proud of myself because I have went from I'm even trying to go down to one suitcase. That's how it's getting for me because I'm realizing that stuff really ain't what I love anyway. I love experiences, I love people. It's not really stuff. There's certain stuff I love. I mean, I love my wedding ring. I love my jewelry. I got this from the Long Neck Village. So this is sentimental. I love my God's Eye from the Greek festival that I go to every year with my husband. That's sentimental. Those are certain things that I love. But I mean, I don't value them more than I do my relationships, my friendships, the people I love and care for, my passions in life, giving back, charity work. I don't value it more than that. No, I don't value it more than that. But I do but they're minimal. Like I want to be able to carry just the stuff, the things that I love in a backpack. That's my goal. I do have 2 luggages now. Thank God I have family here because I'm able to leave my luggage with my family and travel light to different places. Not everybody has that option. And I saw this girl at the airport coming from Bangkok to Chiang Mai. It's an hour and a half flight, so very quick. And she was traveling. Over here, it's very inexpensive to travel. Once you get over here, flights are like $30 to $100, and you can get to Singapore, pretty much anywhere over here, right? But she had probably $200 worth of luggage. You are taking a flight for $30, $50, and you paying $200 for stuff. And that made me realize, like, I can't be having a whole bunch of stuff. So I'm thankful that I have somewhere to leave my things. But that's just some advice if you're looking to travel. Less is more. I mean, you really don't need nothing but like 2 of everything, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? Because you could like change stuff out. Like you can have 2 pair of leggings, make 2 workout outfits, 2 pair of shorts, maybe 2 pair of denim shorts, and 2 pair of, you know, biking shorts or whatever other kind of material you want. And then it's more better to have like a capsule wardrobe and maybe 5 t-shirts. And then they're going to be like, you're going to wear sentiment. Like I got a lot of Detroit stuff, because I want people to know I want to represent, where I'm from. So I got a lot of personal t-shirts. I brought way more than that, but I'm just saying now that I've been traveling, I got a little more experience. So I'm trying to tell y'all, don't bring all the stuff I borrow because I give stuff away everywhere I go. And that's a blessing too. So you can bring it, but bring it to share is what I would say. Bring a two full suitcases of stuff that you want to share. Because I've given my aunt stuff. I say, it's not a lot of bigger bigger clothes here. Um, Bigger is considered a size 8 here. Okay. I wear a 14, 16, so I'm huge. Okay. So I needed to bring my clothes. So I'm glad I did bring my clothes. But some things, like I bought two black dresses, I really don't need to. But I'm glad I did bring them because it's the queen passed away, and they're in mourning. And so that's how you support, is by wearing black. So I'm glad I do have a couple of different pair of black clothing. So I guess that's not something I regret. But just to give you an example, I don't think you need to bring a lot. So my minimalist journey, to answer that question, that was a long way to answer that question, but this is my life. I do it how I want to. Yeah, I downsized my life, and I'm still downsizing it as we speak. So, finding faith in a foreign country. That's a good one. I think I have gotten closer to God since I've been traveling abroad, because you have to rely on Him even more, because you're like a fish underwater and you just don't know where to go, and you just, you know, or did I say that wrong? Above water? I don't know. You guys correct me if you watch this long. I don't even know if nobody watched this long. So anyway, but yeah, so I went to a Catholic church with my aunt and uncle, and it was really nice. It was a beautiful church. It was actually the church that they got married in, so they were very proud to show that to me, and I was very proud to be able to go. We waited, and I was introduced to the priest, and he said a prayer for me on my travel journey, which was absolutely beautiful. I actually have videos of that. And since I go to church in Thailand, I have been referred to a church and invited to a church with a couple of my TikTok friends. I have a lot of social media um, friends that I've known for a very long time that I never met personally, and they've invited me to a Christian church. So I'm looking forward to going to that when I go to Bangkok. I'm not sure about other countries. Hopefully, I have people at every point of the way of where I'm going, so I'll be able to ask them about going to church, because I have to fellowship, and I do want to go to a Christian church. So that is something that I'm going to be doing really soon, and I'm excited about it. But I have been watching church online, um, and fellowshipping online with my church. Um, Before I left home, September 30th, I left um, to come to Thailand. And before I left, I went to uh, Reverend Solomon Kinlock, who's a good friend of mine. I went to his church, Triumph Church, and I understand that he did not win the mayor in Detroit. So shout out to Solomon Kinlock, my buddy from the number streets in Detroit. And you went a long way, buddy. I mean, that's further than anyone I know personally. So I'm sure that you're going to continue to be a wonderful pastor of Triumph. And you've been helping me on this journey, even abroad, to keep my spiritual connection, which is very important to me. So, yeah. So that's the faith. Let me see what else I got for y'all. So if you have anything to ask, there's nobody here. Somebody on this one, but not on this one. So I got 20 more minutes. That's a lot. Even me, I'm speechless. And I usually ain't speechless, y'all. So another thing I talked about in my other live was turning on the fan outside. That's something I'm gonna do when I get to America. I'm gonna turn on the fan outside because it keeps the bugs away. It's cool now, so I ain't worried about it. It's probably about, I would say that it's probably about 75, about 73, about 73 degrees out here. Like perfect. Now, in the morning when the sun come out, it's probably gonna get to about 80, 81, 82. But then when the sun, when it's like full sun, I say probably about 10, it's gonna start getting up to 85 and then up in the 90s. It's tropical weather, so but it's been rainy, so that has kept the temperature, cooler. And sometimes in my Airbnb, it's very modern. In the Airbnb, you think you out in the jungle, but it's all concrete. It's amazing. But it is, got air conditioning and stuff. But sometimes I keep my window, slide my window open, just get the fresh air. That probably lasts for about 2 hours, and I sleep so good with the air on and listening to the roosters and the geckos, and it's like white noise, natural. So that's cool. I like that. It's very peaceful. I've had enough of this peace though, so I'm gonna be glad to get out of here and go back to Bangkok. See my people. I miss my family. I miss my Uncle Bear. My aunt. Oh my God, it's been so cool. It's funny, you meet people and you just love them. I never would have thought I got Thai family, y'all, from Thailand, and they cool. Yeah, and they love me just as much as I love them. That is so funny. They think it's so cool because they be like, "You look like us." Because I mean, if you go watch some of my videos, and you'll see I got some of my family on there, and it's amazing how we look alike. I just got kinky hair, and they love, love, love kinky hair in Thailand. I mean, I ain't never seen got so many compliments on my hair in my life, y'all. Literally, like everybody be like, "We love your hair. We love your hair." And it's amazing. It's amazing. But yeah, I got what 17 minutes. Okay, what else I got to talk about? Faith over fear. That's a good one. So times when I almost gave up but kept going through prayer. Oh my God, when I first got here. Oh my God. My DJI camera. We took it out of my bag at TSA. I never put it back in. I ain't never think I would cry over some materialistic, but I mean when you hear the vlog and your vlogging camera is not in your bag, it's just I just broke down. I called my husband. What? I don't know what I'm gonna do. And I paid $1,100 for that camera. Oh my! It was brand new. Like all I did was do the settings and just like use it a couple of times to learn how to use it. But it worked out. I prayed myself through it, and I got me another one. Got me another one here in Thailand, and that one was 30% less, so that was a blessing. So I paid like $700 for that one, and I've been using it ever since. So I'm really, really grateful that I did not give up. Hey, cuz, what's up, cuz? I've been on here for about 44 minutes. I said I'm gonna try to do twice a day. I'm gonna do AM and PM, but I was up early, so I said, well, let me go ahead. And I'm on my other platform on the other phone, so if you see me looking back and forth, but yeah, you can go back and watch it because I'm gonna save it because I talked about a lot of you know, feelings and answered a lot of people's questions that they have for me. And minimalist, we all know about that. You hear the rooster? He always want to be in my videos. He think he famous, and I know who he is because I done confronted him. You know, I was like, "Do you be trying to be in my videos?" And he was like, "See, see, I am not playing." He be all in my business all day. He talk on all my videos. See, every day, and so it was so funny because you'll see when I was walking to the store earlier. In that video, when I was walking to the store, oh, I had put it on live. I was like, oh, I finally see who that rooster is. I went, he was in the cage, and I went and talked to him, and he was just talking back, like answering me. I wish I had a translator because I was like, I cannot make this up. He really think we friends. Like he love to be famous in my video. I'm like, oh my god, it is crazy. Every day, like clockwork. And it only be when I got the video on. Yeah, I'm Mr. Rooster too. He's so cute. And he white with red. Oh, so cute. But I'm like, but he was just talking to me. And I said, you ain't got no friends? But he be talking all day. And it only be when I'm on live. I promise you when I get off this live, he don't have nothing to say. He don't have nothing to say. He just know he hear my voice, I guess. So let's see if he's like, see how big quiet he talk. As soon as I talk, I just proved it. See, when he don't hear me, he don't be saying nothing. As soon as he hear me talking, he like, oh, she's streaming. I'm about to be TikTok famous. I promise you. Why you gotta be like that? I thought we was cool. You said you weren't gonna be talking on my videos no more. Why that's my friend, y'all. I'm telling you, I come out in the morning, I'll be like, good morning, Thailand. And here you go. See? It is just I can't make this up. I can't make it up. My Airbnb, they give me 3 of these a day, and I drink them all. Free water. So I've been at this location for 7 days, and um, so it's been like more of a home away from home. And because it's like in a rural area and everything, it's not really anything you could drive to. But I can get like stuff delivered. Like today, I had a steak dinner. It was so good, and it was made from this Thai lady. She has a pizza place. She made some steak. The fries was fresh potatoes. They weren't no frozen fries. It was real potatoes, and the steak was so tender. It was so good. It was well done and it was tender. And I usually, I guess here you don't tell them how you want your steak. They just make it for you. But it was so tender. And it was delicious. When I say just falling off the bone, and I think I paid $5 USD for that. Yeah, $5. And she delivered it. And it was hot because it's very close to the restaurant. It's about an 8-minute walk. So she rode her motorbike. So it probably took her 2 minutes to get here. So, but it had the grill marks. You could smell the char. It was so good. And the sauce that was on it was banging. I didn't even need like no A1 or nothing. Oh, so good. And look, it came in this. Let me show you. So you can get a perspective. She brought it in this tin thing with a real steak knife. Real nice. and told me to leave it for her. She was gonna come back and get it. So I ain't have to eat in no plastic. I need to have a plastic lid just to keep it. But it was so piping hot. Okay. And she had my little container of ketchup and you know what I'm saying? So now I'm just taking my little supplements, my vitamins. I put them in my water. And this helped me to actually drink more too. So, most of the time I'll split it in like three and there's no calories or nothing, but it's my vitamins. And I shake it up. And this give me a lot of energy too. So that's why I drink them 3 waters a day. I'm always going to the bathroom. But yeah, I really liking this change. I mean, like, I ain't really thought about my laundry or nothing like that. I've been pretty much wearing the same thing. You do get sweaty and stuff. So if I need to rinse my stuff out, I just like I got laundry detergent and everything and a laundry machine. I mean a washing machine, but I don't have a dryer. But I just hang it out. I have a little rack, and you can have it out in the sun. It'd be dry in like 30 minutes. Oh, it's nice kind of living like that. I realize I don't need a lot of stuff. I don't. You don't wear a lot of stuff. Mm-hmm. You don't. All I do is concentrate on me. I do my little stretches every day, and do my exercise. I usually walk every day. So and then I've been doing this Tai Chi, these stretches, these Tai Chi stretches. I really like them, and those are really cool. So I'm surprised the rooster ain't saying nothing no more. They must have put him up or something. Sometimes they move him because he be too loud. So he in a little cage. So when they move him, then I'll be hearing him. I'll be wondering where he at. See, I'm missing him. Let me stop because then he'll be talking again. But so yeah, I got 8 minutes, y'all. I done been on it for a lot. Oh, wow. Yeah, walking every day is a blessing. And you know what? I get the vitamin D from the sun. I ain't really got no tan though. I'm surprised, being in the sun every day like I am. I have not really tanned like I would expect to. I do wear sunscreen um, to protect my skin, and a lot of people with melanated skin don't think they need it. Don't take no chances. My daddy, I mean, I know he was biracial, but he got skin cancer, so I take that very seriously. You know, so I wear sunscreen and wear it on my face. I wear the Anua. So I got product reviewing was my thing, and now I'm switching to travel content. But I still do my product reviews because that pays the bills. So yeah, Anua, that's the sunscreen I use. It really is good because it don't have it's the zero cast. It don't have no cast, no the white cast. I love that one. And that's on my TikTok shop, Bootsie UnThai'd, the same name. No, I think it's on my What Up Doe podcast account. Because that's the one where my TikTok shop is. I got about 30 accounts. You need them. With social media, if y'all on social media and y'all don't have multiple social media accounts, get it today. I mean, you should have like at least, I ain't gonna say 10, but at least 5 of everything. And some I got 10 of. You should have at least 5 Instagrams, 5 Facebooks, 5 YouTubes, 5. Only thing I don't really have 5 of is X, you know. But I got at least 5 TikToks, Facebooks, YouTube, Instagram. I don't think I got 5 Snapchats though, but I might got 2. You know, I even got Twitch. I got Lemonade. I got a lot. I'm on everything. I got Pinterest. I got a couple of Pinterest accounts too. I got Etsy, Poshmark. I got everything because you need it. You never know when something gonna pop up and you need it. You know, so it's good to have. I got a social media life. Let's see. So yeah, it's been really fun doing the acts of kindness with Kingdom Nomads. I really enjoyed that. What should you do? Well, I think you already doing it, but the average person, what you should do to live at less expensive, I would say, yeah, oh, absolutely. Okay, stop, not you. That was Siri. Um, I would say you should probably not buy in bulk. That would be the first thing I would stop. And only buy what you can consume. Like if you want to shop, I would say shop twice a week because then you don't have a long list. Okay. So if you say shop on Sundays and Wednesdays, for instance, shop on Sunday and then maybe you make Sunday dinner. So you buy your things for Sunday dinner. Sunday dinner, it may last 2 days. If you have leftovers, if you eat leftovers, or maybe you meal prep for the next day and that's your lunch or whatever. But it's purposeful. I meal plan or say what I'm going to eat. I think of it. Or if I go to the grocery store, even like when I'm traveling, I'll be like, oh, I want to make a salad. So I just buy the stuff for that salad. And then maybe I'll buy some fruit or something to eat after that. So I think that's been the thing that's helped me the most is not buying in bulk. That's like the biggest scam, like in America when we about to have something um, go down, like about to be a snowstorm or something. First thing we do is take our selves, I ain't gonna even say what I wanted to say, to the grocery store and buy out everything. You don't need that. You know what I'm saying? And first of all, you buying stuff that's gonna perish real soon, bread and milk, and but that ain't gonna got no shelf life. So you know what I'm saying. You should be buying things that's sitting on the shelf that maybe can help you, like some beans or maybe some frozen stuff. I would think, or some rice. You know what I'm saying? I would think you would buy those kind of things instead of milk and bottled water. You don't be thinking about no bottled water if we have, you know, a life-threatening emergency, evacuation or something. So, but yeah, that's what I would do. I would first start with that, cutting, not buying in bulk, and just buying what I can consume in a short period of time. So, what do you need to get to Wednesday? If it's Sunday, like I said, what do you need to get to Wednesday? That's not going to take much. And then from Wednesday, what do you need to make it to Saturday? Because Sunday, you're going to the store again. So, Wednesday, what do you need to make it to Saturday? And you say, well, I'll make my lunch, or I might go out one day a week. So, you eliminate that day. So, now you only got 3 days that you got to think about. So, that's how I live my life. And fasting helps with your expenses too. Thanks, cuz. Fasting helps with your expenses too. And this will be my last point because I'm approaching an hour and I'm going to get ready to go on my next journey, y'all. So, uh, fasting helps because I do intermittent fasting, so I do one meal a day. So with that, I only got to plan for one thing. You know what I mean? Like I did with my steak today. You know, my steak, potatoes, and then I had a banana and a mango was all I ate today. That was more than enough for me. And I drank water, you know, and um, I had a Coke Zero too today. And so when you eat one time a day, you can say exactly what you ate because you only ate one time, right? So I know. So my meal today cost me what, $6 USD for the whole day because I only eat one time. So intermittent fasting has helped me with my finances too, even though I wasn't looking for it to help me with my finances. Because if I wanted to eat, like it's times that I eat twice a day. You know, if you know, like my uncle, he always buying me some coconut ice cream. I got you guys. I'm like, I already ate. He's like, you can eat this, and I'll eat it, of course. But that's my practice. So unless it's the exception, for the most part, I can pretty much target my eating. So like I went to the Iconium, me and my friend Alejandra, and I wanted her to experience that. So we went together, and the meal together was about $30 USD, and I paid for it, which I wanted to do. That's all I paid that whole day. we I mean, she paid for the ride for us to get there because she was headed that way. And I said, well, I'll go with you since we share expenses. That's another thing. Share driving, share expenses. um, if I could do like a ride share or something like that in the future, I would definitely do that, um, to go places, because that's what I do in Bangkok. So Alejandra, we pretty much got together. I know she's a teacher, and you know, everybody's on a fixed income when they're traveling. So I told her, I said, when you go to the city, which is about 45 minutes away, and we take a grab, it's about $5 every time we go. And so then it'll be $10 a day if we go the whole day or whatever. So if we pay for each way. If I pay for one there and she pay for back, it's only $5 for us. So that has helped too. So I have a couple of friends that I do that with, and they'll call me and they'll be like, "I'm going to the city. You want to ride with me?" Or and then even if I come back on my own, at least I only have to pay for that one way. So that's really helped a lot too. And that's something I will take to America. Like if it's somebody, if I had a job or something and it's somebody that doesn't live far from me, I would definitely carpool with that person, and that would help on the expenses. And I could pay half for their you know, gas or whatever. So because I'm telling you, when transportation for you is, I think I think for October, I spent $150 on transportation for the month. Now that's not including coming from Hue Hin. I spent $60. So I would say $210. And I went from a different someplace 3 hours away and got a personal driver to drive me back for $60 USD. So I spent $210 for the whole month for transportation. I would spend more than that for gas. And that's not any other things that I may need for my car, like, you know, oil change or whatever. I'm just saying. I spent way more than that. And then for having a car, the car payment itself, you think of that, and you'd spend $500 to $1,000 a month on transportation in America. And I spent $210, and I got to travel with a private driver. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, I'm gonna come back out. I'm gonna try to come back at um, 7 p.m. my time, which is 7 a.m. Or what you think? Maybe 8? Maybe 8 might be better. What you think, cuz? It is nice not to. That's probably been one of the biggest blessings, not worrying about a car. Not worrying about a car. I have people take me everywhere. Like I got a driver picking me up now, to take me around. It was so cool. Did you see me on my the moped on the little basket? Papa, he took me. He was cool though. He was real cool. Yeah. But that was real cool. I'm glad I ain't got to worry about a car. But I love you guys, and I will post this for people to watch. I'm trying to get my views up, trying to grow this channel so it can get monetized. I have the enough followers, but not enough watch hours. So I need your help. So hopefully you watch this to the end because it was an hour watch time. So I appreciate it. Love you guys.